This is not to entertain, but to intervene, hit the veins, enter bodies, and enter brains, shift the system and the mental state. From those who benefit to those who've been enslaved. This isn't a game. And if you think it is, we know it's rigged. They won't pretend to play. We try to train underground for those who pave the way. We the answer to the ancestor prayers prayed. We the village. You can't kill us because the spirit still remains. We here today to heal the pain. The weapon formed against can penetrate, just ricochet. This here for the fam, not the fans. Unless you came to fan the flame, don't need a gun. I got a band, and you know that we can bang. That's it right there.
Call it what you want, call it what you will. All I really know is that it's wrong and it's real. Call it what you want, call it what you will. All I really know is that this is how I feel. Call it what you want, call it what you will. All I really know.
When I was just a little kid, I was already really immersed in the arts. My parents really fostered the active imagination that I had. I was super playful. I was the type of kid who was always just making up stories and songs and dancing and playing make-believe in my room, right? And my parents just gave me space to do that. And I distinctly remember growing up, my dad and I would just take these walks in the summer to the nearby library. And I would just get lost in this world of words and images. And there was one book in particular, it was called Pass It On. And I remember going through those pages and seeing images that looked like me and images that looked like my family, and the stories just resonated with me, and the poetry just sung to me. And I was enraptured in this world of creativity and imagination at a very young age. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with what's called atopic dermatitis, more commonly known as eczema. Some people are familiar with that, a skin inflammation. You know, one time I passed out on the bathroom floor. I was rushed to the emergency room. I was hospitalized for a very long time. But during that time, art was really important to me because it was my emotional outlet. It was therapeutic, it was healing. And I was able to imagine myself in a new way of being and a new way of thinking through writing poetry, through writing songs, through writing stories. And for me, that was incredibly liberating and incredibly powerful. And then when I started to share, I recognized that it empowered other people and it liberated other people. And we were able to create a space where we could find healing and liberation together.
We try to put a price tag on the priceless. They couldn't tell you what the value of life is. They could sell it, everybody would buy it, that's my guess. Why do I buy it?
The name of my company is The New Renaissance. And for me, The New Renaissance is about carrying forward that legacy of our ancestors. One of my biggest influences is Langston Hughes, who came up in the Harlem Renaissance, and just the way that he wrote poetry, the way that he wrote plays, the way that he combined his work with jazz, right? Was this way of not just like doing the art, but it was like being the art. I'm a lover of words. I always jokingly say, you know, not every poem has to rhyme, but I like to rhyme because I grew up with Tupac and Dr. Seuss. And so I'm a rhymesmith, but I just love everything about language and words, how they look on the page, how they taste and sound and feel when you say them, right? That's all like just this intimate, beautiful thing for me. And my process with writing poetry and creating poetry is really a process of meditation. It's like a spiritual practice where I'm like listening. It's really about my attentiveness.
Without you, I'm incomplete. Without you, there is no we. I need you not just to survive, but to thrive, to come fully awake and alive with potential and possibility. I need you to show up.
Dr. Cornel West oftentimes talks about, I am who I am because somebody loved me. There's this idea of Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a South African ethic, philosophy, and way of life that means I am because we are. Like who I am is deeply, deeply, deeply interdependent on my relationships, my family, my community. Anytime anyone invests in me and the work that I'm doing, it's not just going to me. It's going to like my team. It's going to the collaborative artists that I work with. And so for me, it's all about like deepening that impact and creating structures of sustainability, right? Because this for me is about legacy. It's not just about like me right here, right now. It's about what my ancestors did and passed on to me and what I'm passing on to generations beyond my own. And so I'm always grateful when people are like, hey, we see the value in the work that you're doing and we believe in it and we want to support it.